வணக்கம் மக்களே. ஆக்சுவலாக பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நம்ம சேனலில் 1 இயர் பக்கமாக வீடியோவே போடல. ஏன் வீடியோ போடாத ரீசன் அப்படின்னா ஒரே ரீசன் தான், கொடுக்குற கண்டென்ட் ஒரு குவாலிட்டியாக கொடுக்கணும் அப்படிங்கிறது மட்டும்தான் தாட். என்ன குவாலிட்டியில் சேஞ்ச் அப்படின்னா வீடியோஸ் இல்லை வாய்ஸ் இல்லை எல்லாத்துலேயுமே கொஞ்சம் ஓரளவுக்காவது இம்ப்ரூவ்மெண்ட்ஸ் பண்ணும் அப்படின்னு தான் இருந்தது. அண்ட் கம்மிங் ஃபார்வர்ட் பார்த்திங்கன்னா நம்ம சேனலில் இருக்கிற எல்லா வீடியோஸுமே இங்கிலீஷில் தான் வரும். ஸோ 1 இயர் கழித்து போடுறோம் அப்படிங்கிறதுனால இப்போலேருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம் அப்படிங்கிறதுனால தான் இப்போலேருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுறோம். Hope everyone supports and let's move forward. Today we are going to discuss about a story, or let me say it's a tale. A very strange tale of Olivia Mabel. The story goes like this. It goes back till 1994. Texas authorities respond to a silent 911 call from the home of Olivia Mabel. The authorities had no idea what they are about to find will keep terrifying them for the rest of their lives. Before getting into the details, let me give you a note on the Mabel family. The Mabel family lived in a quiet suburb of Salina, near Texas. It was a cute nuclear family which consisted of Mother Olivia, Father Travis, and their son Aiden. And that was only till 1990, because on March 13th of 1919, little Aiden was found dead in the pond, victim of an accidental drowning. He was 7 years old, and as it is, Olivia, the mother, had to overcome a lot of grief and regretted even going to work after that. Her social life and even her marriage collapsed after that incident. An year later, Olivia and Travis divorced. Based on the reports, September 1991 was the last time anyone ever saw Olivia alive. Days passed. On February 27th of 1994, police received a silent 911 call originating from the Mabel house. Arriving at the house, they broke down the door and entered what they initially thought was the house is going to be abandoned. True, the house was a mess and the air was thick with dust. Searching the house, they found Aiden's bedroom immaculately kept. Olivia was in the room wearing nightgown and slippers, clutching a crude stick-figured doll seated in a rocking chair. She appeared to be dead quite for some time, maybe months. In the front was a crude altar made up of a trunk covered with the child's bedsheet. On the altar were photos of Aiden, drawings, letters written by Olivia to Aiden, several of Aiden's toys, candles, flowers, and an urn full of ashes, presumably Aiden's. And this is where it gets more interesting, because there was also a note written in a foreign language which turned out to be Sanskrit. In English it translated to construct or to build. If that alone is the case, it would have been just tragic, but things got weird. Investigators found a note dated February 27, 1994, the same day the 911 call came in. But Olivia was dead before months. Written in Olivia's handwriting, the note stated that, "My Aiden, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I should have never let it get like this. I'm leaving. I will not let you keep me, you vile, evil creature. Mommy is coming for Aiden. My sweetheart Aiden. Mommy loves you." The official statement was that Olivia post-dated her letter, but several officers felt a presence in the house and they sought explanations from paranormal experts. That is where Francesca Santiago come in, who was one of the first cops on the scene, and her uncle was into really dark occult stuff. And so Francesca brings her uncle into this and asks him to investigate the issue, where they find that the altar used by Olivia had manifested a tulpa, or a thought form. Let me make few things clear, because the first altar dolls, they are not a myth, because altar dolls also have a name called spirit dolls, and these dolls just act as a vessel for an entity or a guardian or a companion or a completely evil spirit. Also, this doll has to be awakened by a ritual, and this is done by inviting a spirit and asking the spirit to inhabit in the doll. Please note that I have said inviting instead of summoning, because I really find the word summoning out of practice, because I think it includes an element of forcing the spirit come at our own will, which is a really bad idea, because if you want a friend to come home and visit, you don't bring him or her dragged by the neck. Also, you never know what came in unless or until they say what they are. And whatever you have invoked in the doll, you have to give the offerings. And in case of Olivia, it was her own life. And now let's move into the tulpa, which was the concept Francesca's uncle brought up, because the tulpa isn't just a myth, it is a concept in Buddhism where an object or a being is created through spiritual or mental discipline alone. And this method is also equally important as to that of altar, because it is a practice followed till date in several parts of Nepal. So based on the facts, if we put all the pieces together, we get an idea about what Miss Olivia would have been trying. She took the pagan concept of altar and mixed it with the tulpa concept in Buddhism, and she thought she is going to bring the dead son to the tulpa, instead bringing an evil creature, according to her own words in the letter written by her. So that leaves us to one question: did the tulpa turn evil and kill Olivia? And that is up to you guys. However, even now, the house is still haunted. Yes, lastly in 2005, current owner Christopher Hagen was unable to sell the property even after decades. He brought in Aston paranormal investigator Drew Navarro, who said that the investigation a lifetime thrill in his backbones. And I quote his actual words for you: "In the hundreds of locations I have studied, I have never felt such an imposing force. I couldn't breathe. My heart was consistently racing. Its energy kept changing, but none of it felt inviting. Whatever is in there, it's extremely possessive and behaves erratically, just like a jealous child throwing a tantrum. As far as I'm concerned, that house and that entire property should be avoided. It needs a serious intervention because I am not sure what we're dealing with there." So this for you guys is still an unsolved mystery. Let me know in the comments what you think about this.